The streets of Manchester are deserted today, and all is quiet at Main Road on the final afternoon of the regular season as City supporters prepare for their team's crunch game at Blackburn and pray that last weekend's scenes of celebration don't come back to haunt them.
Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It isn't yet.
Fate very much in their own hands.
And Cranny around Ewood Park for today's massive game. Ewood witnessed plenty of momentous occasions during the 90s, of course, as Blackburn emerged from these shadows to become a giant. But Rovers are still licking their wounds after relegation last season. Manchester City, who are hoping to complete their rehabilitation this afternoon, 1 point stands between Joe Royal's side and a guaranteed return to the Premiership. But should they slip up, and Blackburn have proved pretty hard to beat on their own patch, then Ipswich are waiting to pounce, knowing that Bolton and Wolves are snapping at their heels. And will it be Ipswich or Manchester City occupying that vital second place come 3:20? Well, whatever.
Perhaps initially it took you some time to win them over. Now all I hear is feed the goat, feed the goat. I mean, what's that like for you as a person?
Yeah, it's brilliant because you know, this is sort of club. It's massive in stature, and you know, it could either make or break players' careers. And I always knew that I'd have a good time somewhere within my contract here, and it just so happened the second year. It took some time, but it was a challenge for me after the first year. But again, things have turned around. But the challenge now is to you know, sort of continue what I've done.
It's been a remarkable season, and in some respects
That's a difficult task because Norwich are a side in mid-table, could come very relaxed, good football inside, and with the atmosphere here today in the Reebok, they could very well play a very good game.
And at Ewood Park, 15,000 Manchester City supporters are preparing for another party, but of course they did celebrate a little prematurely after beating Birmingham at Main Road some 10 days ago, so they've got to be a little bit careful, or they could return home with egg on their face. But their recent form is very good. City unbeaten in 10. They've won 6 of those, and their away form is excellent as well. Well, after the break, we will assess the form of the two teams in contention.
Main Road. If you look all around you, it's an invasion of blues. Even the sky's blue. That's right, love. You keep laughing. And like I said, we're going to win 3-0.
Do you think you go up today?
I'm sure we will, yes, definitely. 2-1.
And have you got a ticket for the match?
No, we're too
Blue
short.
Army! Blue Army! I've got tickets. Blue Army! Come on! We're going up! We're going up!
Oh, we can win of Birmingham.
Johnson was in there, and Taylor! And Manchester City are almost there!
And the party began. It meant Ipswich had to beat Charlton at the Valley the following afternoon. And they did just that. Jim Magilton's free kick saw them off to a flyer.
It was very mischievous, the angle that was put on it the next day when everybody started saying, will these be scenes that come back to haunt Manchester City? It was a celebration of a great season and 17 home wins. And if you look at the tradition, they come on after the last game of the season every year here. They came on last year after the Wigan game. So I know that people have got to have a little turn on things now and again, but it was quite mischievous of Sky. The team's come a long way, but the club's come a long way too. You know, emanating down from the chairman through the board, right through the staff as a whole, and the whole thing is now such a positive feel and a buzz about it. I mean, we've sold over 16,000 season tickets for next year, and they don't know what division we're going to be in yet.
I'm sure he didn't bend them too much.
No. Look, Nigel, there are some of those City supporters up on the banks where I believe the players train during the summer.
Well, they used to there. I'm sure they've got a much nicer training ground now, but that's where they used to train, up behind the stands there at Ewood Park. But I fancy Man City not to lose today. I think they will go up. Ipswich know what they've got to do. They've just got to concentrate on their own thing and win the game, as they did against Sheffield United.
To Graham Souness, who has yet to field the same team twice since he came here. And after last week's defeat at Crystal Palace, out go Lee Carsley, who angered the manager with his sending it to 5 as his replacement Jamie Pollock didn't figure. Lee Crooksey did take Pollock's place on the bench today. Richard Jobson and Danny Tiato have become more established regulars this season. A campaign that's seen Mark Kennedy, Robert Taylor and Spencer Pryor added to the squad.
Across the back, Edgehill right, Tiato strong down the left. And the two key players for me, Jobson and Pryor. Can they keep out Janssen and Ward? Whitley on the right, Pollock, Horlock still in the middle. Kennedy's been brilliant this year, left hand side, and up front Robert Taylor and Sean Goater.
If they were to bag of nerves waiting in the tunnel,
they just want to get out there, Rob, don't they? They want to get out there, the noise will hit them, praying for the ref to blow the whistle, and after about a couple of minutes the nerves
reaching boiling point. Many City fans inside the stadium, many out as well, all praying, hoping that the point they need to reach the promised land is within their reach. There's much tension on the terraces and in the stands where the manager and the chairman will worry and fret. Manchester City are kicking towards their own fans in this first half and get the game underway.
The stewards and police are having a little job relocating them.
Yeah, it's not a day when you'd want to be a steward or a policeman, I think. Dunn and Duff dealing with the corner and getting it across. Oh, the header off the bar from Brooms.
What a ball in the box. The youngster towering.
Must be a crusade, and is the crusade to reach its culminating moment here. Another score from the First Division. Crystal Palace now 2 up. Dean Austin getting the second at Prenton Park.
Disappoint John Alton's that goal. Last game at home. Great season for Tranmere.
A great season for Crystal Palace in the end. Here's Janssen! Goal! And that really has put the cat among the pigeons. Matt Janssen brings despair to Joe Royle, joy to Suffolk, and anxiety increased for all those City fans.
Well, Portman Road will and just guides it in the far corner. This time Weaver can do nothing about it. Matt Janssen, left foot, beautiful strike, 1-0.
It's an anxious half-time break now, pondering on the possibilities of what might happen at Portman Road, and suddenly they'll be more interested in what their radios are telling them than what's happening on the pitch. 1-0 to Blackburn at half-time. The second half. Jason McAteer and David Dunn get the second half underway, who gave them every reason to celebrate at Wembley. Paul Dickoff, who got the injury time equaliser plus a penalty in the shootout against Gillingham, has now come on for Robert Taylor. Need to get away. Brooms comes across and Kelly hits it against him, and Dickoff has Goater to his right and can't supply him with the service he needed.
Dear, oh dear. Well,
and away goes Duff, and he's got Janssen up ahead of him and Ward darting to get there. He's got away from Bishop. It's a great run this. Ward against Edgehill, and he's inside him. Oh, it's off the woodwork again. Here's Harkness, and it's Matt Janssen this time. Oh, again! This is extraordinary.
Oh, what a bit of skill from the little fella there.
The unfulfilled promise of Matt Janssen seems to be being fulfilled. Here's Kennedy. Morlock has made a great run here down the channel, in towards Dickoff, and Goater! Sean Goater has got his 29th goal of the season, and from despair to delight, the City fans celebrate. Would you believe it?
Well, Horlock's ball is brilliant for me. It's a classic first time ball. Nicky Weaver